extent that the creativity has been educated out of us.
Oh yeah, but
it's
not just me. There's tons of people saying it. Ken Robinson is most famous probably for saying
he was so entertaining.
Yes.
No doubt about it. In our system here in Ireland, we work very much to a point system. Everybody strives to get to university, and we brag about our percentage of youth who get to university, etc. And it's like putting round pegs into square holes, you know?
Yeah, I'm really not convinced that everybody needs to go to university, but yet that is the gold standard. Which is unfortunate, because I think there's a lot of good and interesting jobs out there that don't require university education.
Absolutely. And very often people who graduate with certain parchment, they don't work to it at all. They actually revert organically to what they should have done in the first place. You know, but you speak about the VUCA world, you know, this volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, and the development in me seeks to turn it on its head and change it to vision, understanding, care, and action.
Oh, so, I like that. I'm going to write that down later.
Vision, understanding, care, and action. So now use your radical KM on that.
Well, I think that's perfect, because it has evolved it into and morphed it into what I'm really talking about with radical KM, which is about being human and bringing the whole self to our workplaces, our organizations, and being more creative and curious and iterative and less concerned about the bottom line, and being more sustainable. And this is the thing with the creative behaviors, it enables sustainability. So it enables us to look at the big picture and to look at things differently and not be so focused on the bottom line, which is where we get into trouble. And the accountant in me, you know, hears me saying, don't focus on the bottom line. The accountant is screaming, no, we have to focus on the bottom line. But there are other ways to be successful without focusing strictly on the bottom line and sustainability. And you see what's happened in the world around with pollution and global warming and all this. This is what's happened when we focus on the bottom line and we forget the other things, and the other things make us sustainable.
Yeah, and if you really think of high-powered C-suite, how much of themselves have they sacrificed or lost in order to retain this C-suite persona?
Yeah.
And, you know, Daniel Goleman would always say that self-awareness is the foundation stone of all the other emotional intelligences. And really, my bugbear is this whole thing, personnel selection and assessment, and how flippant we are in terms of selecting people for key roles. And if the wrong person is chosen, they can create disaster and create havoc in so many people's lives and in the work life and the culture of the organization. Yeah. It's time that we woke to this integration of the personal and the professional, and we come as the whole package into the workplace.
Yeah, and we look more at the core transferable skills. Those are the important skills, not whether somebody knows how to code. They can be taught how to code. And they can be taught how the core transferable skills or soft skills as well. But those are so much more important, honestly, than the hard skills, the more tangible skills. Sure. But we shy away from them because, well, I don't know, because they're soft, and so we don't understand them, and because they aren't a straight line. And
soft is a misnomer, really. Soft it sort of has connotations of the fluffy, and it probably could dispense with, really, but really it's the baseline, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. You can have somebody that can't code or can't do, accounting, and you can train them for that. But if they're not self-aware and they don't have those communication skills and that openness and the curiosity, that's a lot harder to learn. And will ruin a team, will ruin an organization very quickly.